The shadows creep closer. Stay sharp. My friend, what's your plan to outsmart these foes?
This is Shani. I've identified the places most likely to give us a clean signal. Place the LiDAR scanners there, and don't fall down, Raider.
This looks interesting. Up there.
Hey, Raider.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Raider.
Hey, Raider.
What's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Thanks a lot! Okay?
Once you interacted with the EMP, you have to interact with
Hey, here we go.
three switches. I'm going to show you the first switch location. It's going to be located on top of a hill. Once again, look at the map for the precise location of the first switch. And then I'm going to show you the second location of the switch. You'll need to climb the generator and on top of these walls. And here's the location of the second switch. Alright, for the third switch, just jump down and you'll find this pole with the wire. Just follow the wire, there'll be a broken tree on the left. Right next to this broken tree, you'll find the third switch, as shown on the map. Once you activated all 3 switches, just go back to the first EMP device and interact with it, and you've successfully completed the quest. So that's a quick guide, nice and easy. If we help you, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe. You can also check out all Arc Raiders mission guide, link is down below. Down and you'll find this pole with the wire. Just follow the wire, there'll be a broken tree on the left. Right next to this broken tree, you'll find the third switch, as shown on the map. Once you activated all 3 switches, just go back to the first EMP device and interact with it, and you've successfully completed the quest. So that's a quick guide, nice and easy. If we help you, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe. You can also check out all Arc Raiders mission guide, link is down below. I'll see you in the next one, take care.
When I started my record label, the business side of things, taxes, finances.
Once you interacted with the EMP tree on the left, right next to this broken tree, you'll find the third switch, as shown on the map. Once you activated all 3 switches, just go back to the first EMP device and interact with it, and you've successfully completed the quest. So that's a quick guide, nice and easy. If we help you, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe. You can also check out all Arc Raiders mission guide, link is down below. I'll see you in the next one, take care. Once you interacted with the EMP, you have to interact with 3 switches. I'm going to show you the first switch location. It's going to be located on top of a hill.
Alright, how's it going? How's it going? Good afternoon. We're going to be doing some Arc Raiders quests, and this time we're going to be doing the straight record quest in Damn Battlegrounds. And just real quick, if you're interested, I post other guides and content about Arc Raiders if you want to check it out. Anyways, we're going to be doing straight record. So we're going to have to reach the Victory Ridge, and there's actually a few more things we have to do in this quest. This is on the Arc Raiders wiki. You can see the objectives here. Reach the Victory Ridge, which we see, find the old EMP trap, and then we got to disable the first one, disable the second one, disable the third one, and shut down the EMP. So we got to do a whole bunch of other steps. But there is one tool that I really like to use while doing quests in Arc Raiders. Just
Head home at the North Complex elevator. Rocketeer.
Hold that. Hold it.
Hurry up, come on.
All right. Big guy boys. Hey, that one.
Come on in. Back again. Thanks for handling that. Look, I lost my cool a bit when I sent you after that trap. There's an old memo.
The solar panel for Dodge.
Someone broke into the East Wing storage rooms. Not sure what's left. Check for yourself.
Still around? Did you know crops have to sleep?
Look at those huge trees. Mysteries abound. How do you plan to tackle that massive troll ahead?
I've been feeding Scrappy a lot of food over the past few days to find out exactly how the new Scrappy function works. Spoiler alert, you can get some pretty awesome items from Scrappy now. Yeah, he's turned into quite the efficient scavenger, that's for sure. I'm going to break down exactly how it works, the best fruit to choose, and how to find the fruit as well. So let's talk about the basics first. So the new feed feature allows you to add fruit into the food queue. As you can see here, I can choose to add any of the fruit that I have from my storage, and then that will go into the food queue, and Scrappy will eat that when we join a raid. So right now, I've got 5 prickly pears into my food queue. Now, it says that there's a chance of getting an item from one of these fruit, right? The way it really works, I figured this out to the T. As long as you join a raid and stay in the raid for at least 6 minutes, you are guaranteed a random item corresponding to whichever fruit has been in first position in the queue. So for example, I've right now got the prickly pear in the first slot in my queue. If I join a game now and stay in the raid for at least 6 minutes, regardless of whether I die or extract, Scrappy will consume this prickly pear and give me a random item from the utility station, whether it's a crafting item or an actual utility station item like a zipline. Now, because I've got items in this queue, I don't need to keep adding things into it. For the next 5 rounds, it's just going to keep taking food from this automatically, so I can kind of just keep playing and then come back later and see what items Scrappy has collected for me. Now, let's break this down a little bit further into what fruit provides which items, because this is where it gets really interesting. Olives are dedicated to the medical workshop, so this is going to give you, medical crafting items or the actual medical items themselves. Most of the time, you're going to get the crafting item though. So for example, it could give me durable cloth, it could give me antiseptic, it could give me great mullein, it could give me arc power cells, and it could give me an advanced arc power cell, or maybe like a tick pod. Now, what's interesting is it will not give you the base crafting. So, for example, the olive, right, we just talked about that. It gives you medical material, but that does not include fabric or rubber parts or plastic parts or chemicals. It doesn't give you the very base materials. It gives you something 1 level up. So that could be mechanical components or all the way up to the actual craftable item itself, such as, in my case, I got a kinetic converter earlier, which is pretty cool. So the olives are tied to medical workshop items. The mushrooms are tied to gear bench items, so you could get any of the crafting items required to craft anything you see here. And what's important to note, you don't need to have the blueprint. Scrappy will find you something regardless of whether you have the blueprint or not. And it can even find you the item itself. There's a rarer chance that instead of finding the crafting item for one of these things, it will just bring back the item itself. And there are many posts online of people getting things like the Safekeeper Augment, even though they don't have the blueprint for it. So Scrappy can just bring back anything within this category of items if you feed him a mushroom. Apricots will give you something from the gunsmith. Lemons will give you something from the explosive station. So if you get lucky, you could get a wolf pack or a deadline. In most cases, you're going to get explosive crafting materials. So that could be something like alloy, maybe explosives, maybe a battery,
What up, Dot
maybe
City?
explosive compound or something like that. And then we've talked about prickly bears. They can get you something from the utility station. So you can get something like mechanical components, a rope, sensors, or maybe even the actual item itself, like a photo cloak or a snap hook. Now, from all of my testing, I tried to see if staying in the round longer would give you better rewards, or if maybe doing more actions in game would give you better rewards, but I don't see any correlation between that. I think that
Tianwen here. Listen up. You'll find the solar panel by a nice secluded roof terrace near the southern station. Look for blue tarps. Rewire it so my surveillance gets priority. The rest of the grid can go dark for all I care.